Hello, I'm Lover, a console Widow main with a little over 200 hours on her, and welcome to part 2 of my Widow guide. If you like my content, then be sure to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Here are the topics we're discussing today. The first thing I want to discuss in terms of improving your aim is finding comfortable settings. Don't be scared to experiment with different settings until they work for you. I have changed my settings so many times on Widow and it's not even funny anymore. Here are some codes you can use to go practice in the workshop. I've used all 3 of these and I absolutely love them. When I'm waiting for a game, I like to practice in the practice range, purely because it's one button and it's really easy to go in there. And sometimes it takes so long to load up a custom game that you'll just get put straight into a game after. It's kind of pointless sometimes. Just like any hero, Widow is countered, and here are a few that you'll definitely run into. The tips that I'll give to help you fight against your counters are rather basic, but I still think they're very helpful. Firstly, in order to improve on Widow, you can't be switching the second you're countered. You have to learn to play against your counters. That's how you improve. You want to aspire to be the Widow who can't be countered. By the way, this only applies to quick play. Against Tracer and Sombra, it's very much just flicking and using sound cues to figure out where they are. Sometimes you'll be able to hear Tracer's blinks from afar or Sombra's translocator. Against Doom and Winston, keep an eye on them and jump down from high ground when they jump up to you. Wait for them to follow you down and then grapple back up. And also, try and rely on your supports if you can. And to finish this video off, here are my general tips for Widow. Something I do on popular Widow maps like Kingsborough and Rialto is I'll wait for my team to start the fight and then I'll reveal myself. This catches the other players off guard as the enemy will always position differently when they're aware that there's a Widow around. The second tip I have is get used to how much you need to charge your gun for certain targets to one-shot them. It's good to have a rough estimate of where the charge needs to be. Next we have let your target walk into your crosshair. This is one of the easiest ways to get easy headshots on Widow. And also try and aim at head level. Like talked about in the first part, be patient. It's not always about taking the fancy shots. Constantly be switching positions. Place your venom mine where your head is. This basically gives you an extra life, and is especially useful during Widow 1v1s. And lastly, crouch when taking shots. If you crouch around corners like this, you're less likely to be spotted before actually taking your shot. And as usual, if there's any questions, then I'm more than happy to answer them down below. And I'm going to be making a beginner's Widow guide soon, hopefully.